Behind the calm exterior of every Sigma male lies a world of hidden fears. These independent and self-reliant men may seem unshakable, but even they have their secret worries. What keeps a Sigma up at night? What lurking thoughts make their hearts race? You might be surprised. From the deeply personal to the unexpectedly mundane, these fears shape the Sigma's actions in ways you'd never guess. Whether you're a Sigma yourself or just curious about what makes them tick, get ready for some eye-opening revelations. Here are 6 things Sigma males fear the most, but would never admit to your face. Number 1. Losing control of their emotions in public. Did you know that even the toughest-looking guys can be scared of something as simple as showing their feelings? It's true, especially for Sigma males. These are the guys who always seem cool and collected, but they've got a big secret. They're terrified of losing control of their emotions in public. Imagine a Sigma having a meltdown in front of his coworkers, friends, or family. It's not just embarrassing. It's completely out of character for them. His fear of being vulnerable in front of others can lead him to bottle up his emotions, even when he's dying to let them out. This may be seen as stoic or cold, but it's just a way to protect themselves from feeling exposed or judged. For Sigma males, showing strong emotions is like showing their belly to a wolf. They think it makes them look weak, and that's the last thing they want. They've spent years building this image of being tough and independent, and they don't want to ruin it by letting their guard down. Crying, yelling, or even laughing too hard in public can make them feel like they're losing control, and that's a scary thought for any Sigma. This fear isn't just about looking silly. It's deeper than that. They believe that if people see their true feelings, they'll use them as a weapon. It's like giving someone the password to your deepest secrets. To avoid this, these guys go to crazy lengths. They might spend hours rehearsing conversations in their head so they can keep a tight lid on their emotions. They might even avoid certain situations altogether to prevent any emotional outbursts. It's not easy being a Sigma male, but they'll do anything to keep their composure. But here's the thing. All this emotional control comes at a price. It's like trying to hold in a sneeze. It might work for a while, but eventually it's going to come out, especially if someone or something pushes the wrong button. While Sigma males may seem emotionally unshakable on the outside, don't be surprised if they let out a rare burst of emotion if you push them too far. They usually give you more than one chance, but if you blow it, be prepared for some harsh truths and a quick exit. It's their way of protecting themselves from getting hurt by someone they thought they could trust. This fear shows how much Sigma males care about staying in control. They want to be strong and capable all the time, even if it's not always possible. Number 2. Opening up to others only to be let down. Trust is hard to build and easy to break. Sigma males know this all too well. They're scared of getting close to people only to end up hurt. Many think Sigmas don't want close friends or relationships. That's not true. They can form deep bonds, but it takes time and trust building. And even then, they're still cautious. Sigma males put a lot into the few relationships they have. So when these go wrong, it really hurts. Being let down by someone close can shake a Sigma to the core. It's not just sad. It feels like his whole worldview is wrong. This fear often comes from bad experiences. Maybe a friend lied to them, or a partner cheated. These hurts take a long time to heal and can make them keep people at arm's length, afraid to reveal too much of themselves. That's why they often put up walls. They might even test people before trusting them, as a way to protect themselves from being hurt again. Number 3. Failing to reach their full potential. Have you ever felt like you're not living up to your true capabilities? For Sigma males, this isn't just a passing thought. It's a deep-rooted fear that keeps them up at night. These individuals are known for their drive and ambition, as often set high standards for themselves, and have big dreams. But with those lofty goals comes a nagging worry. What if they never reach their full potential? This fear isn't about impressing others. It's personal. Sigma males measure themselves against their own ideals, not society's expectations. They're haunted by the thought of looking back on their lives and seeing missed opportunities or unfulfilled potential. They might dream of starting their own business. They have the skills and the ideas, but something holds them back. Perhaps the fear of failure or the comfort of their current situation. Either way, the thought of never taking that leap gnaws at them, always lingering in the back of their minds. They might be good at many things, but haven't mastered any one skill. This makes them fear being a jack of all trades, master of none. The idea of not reaching their full potential in any area is both frustrating and scary. This fear can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it drives Sigmas to constantly improve and push their limits. They're often lifelong learners, always seeking new challenges. But on the flip side, it can lead to burnout. They might struggle with perfectionism, never feeling satisfied with their achievements. The fear of wasted potential can also make Sigmas hesitant to commit to one path. They might jump from job to job or hobby to hobby, always worried they're missing out on something better. This can make it hard for them to build that traditional sense of success, but it also allows them to explore and experiment, finding their own unique path. Interestingly, this fear often intensifies as Sigma males get older. With each passing year, they feel more pressure to make their mark on the world. They might become increasingly critical of themselves, always comparing their achievements to what they think they should have accomplished by now. This fear reflects the Sigma's deep desire for self-actualization. They want to be the best version of themselves, to fully express their unique talents and abilities. It's a noble goal, but one that can cause a lot of stress if not balanced with self-compassion and realistic expectations. Number 4. Being manipulated or controlled without even realizing it. Have you ever wondered why some guys seem super cautious about everything? For Sigma males, it's often because they're afraid of being secretly controlled. Think about a puppet show. The puppets move and dance, but it's all controlled by someone behind the scenes. That's what Sigmas fear most, being the puppet without knowing it. This fear goes deep. Sigma males are independent thinkers, so the idea that someone might be manipulating their thoughts or actions without them noticing is their worst nightmare. It's not just about obvious manipulation, like a pushy salesperson. They'd worry about subtle influences. Are their opinions really their own, or shaped by clever marketing? Did they choose their career, or were they nudged that way by society? This fear makes these guys question everything. They might spend hours researching before making decisions, always looking for hidden agendas. It can make them seem paranoid, but it's just their way of being careful. Sometimes, this caution goes too far. They might miss out on good relationships or opportunities because they're always suspecting ulterior motives. They might struggle to trust anyone fully, always keeping a bit of distance, just in case. Ironically, this fear also makes Sigma males great at reading people. They've spent so much time analyzing intentions and motivations that they can quickly pick up on any signs of manipulation or control. This ability to see through people's actions and words can make them excellent strategists, but it can also make them seem a bit cynical. Number 5. Being unable to protect those they care about. They might not show it, but Sigma males care deeply about their loved ones. They are typically seen as self-reliant and capable individuals. They're the ones others turn to in a crisis, the pillars of strength in their social circles. But beneath this exterior lies a deep-seated fear, being unable to shield those they care about from harm. This fear isn't about physical protection alone. It includes emotional, financial, and even spiritual well-being. A Sigma might lie awake at night, worrying about a friend battling depression, a sibling facing financial ruin, or a partner struggling with a life-changing decision. The root of this fear often comes from a sense of responsibility. Despite their lone wolf reputation, Sigma men form deep bonds with a select few. These connections come with an unspoken promise of support and protection. The thought of failing in this duty is gut-wrenching. The irony is that this fear can sometimes push away the very people Sigma men want to protect. Their intensity can be overwhelming, and their concern can be misinterpreted as a lack of faith in others' abilities. Admitting they can't always protect their loved ones feels like admitting a fundamental weakness. Number 6. Being forced into the spotlight against their will. Sigma males typically prefer to operate behind the scenes. They're the masterminds, the quiet achievers who make things happen without fanfare. But in a world that often values extroversion and self-promotion, they face an ongoing battle to stay out of the spotlight. This fear goes beyond simple stage fright. It's about losing control of their narrative and privacy. The idea of being forced into public view feels like a violation of their personal space. This fear can hold many Sigma males back from reaching their full potential. They might hesitate to share their ideas or showcase their talents, fearing it might lead to unwanted attention. Some might even sabotage their own success to avoid the spotlight. The irony is that by trying so hard to avoid attention, these guys sometimes make themselves more intriguing to others. Their mystique can attract the very spotlight they're trying to escape. While this might be flattering at first, it can quickly become overwhelming and create a vicious cycle of avoiding attention but still receiving it. Being in the spotlight can make them feel exposed, vulnerable to judgment and misinterpretation. But sometimes making a real impact means stepping out of the shadows, even if it's terrifying.